Hey guys, and what is up to Across the Pond Reaction? This is a new channel on YouTube and a new video series. In fact, you get an NHL news from the perspective of someone that lives in the UK. Hopefully I know what I'm talking about. Having said that, I don't think I can talk about hockey wearing a short sleeve shirt and shorts. It just feels wrong. So, give me 1 sec. Woo! Let's talk some hockey! But I had an intro, I put it here. Let's just get straight to the news. So, in a quick game recap of yesterday's game, the Chicago Blackhawks beat the LA Kings in double overtime 5-4 thanks to Michael Hanius, and this series is going 6. Game 6 will be played at Staples Center on Friday night, and I believe that the Kings will win the series on Friday night and then go on to win the Stanley Cup. I just think they will be the kings of the NHL once more. Thank you to my team of writers for coming up with that joke. So, not wasting any time, we are going to get on to the main topic of the video that I want to talk about, and is the Washington Capitals and what they need to do in 5 pretty simple steps in order to make it back to the playoffs. They've already done one very important step in hiring a coach and a GM. You kind of need those things in the NHL. Don't know what that was, but there are 5 steps that they can take during free agency that don't involve drafting new prospects that they can do to make this team a playoff team. Number one is sign a free agent to play alongside with Alexander Ovechkin and Nicklas Backstrom. I think the best way to utilise Alexander Ovechkin, not necessarily Nicklas Backstrom, but Nicky Backstrom can help in utilising Alexander Ovechkin, is to give them another line mate, someone like Thomas Vanek or Mike Camilleri. Or even Marian Gaborik, perhaps, if he doesn't stay with the Kings. Mike Richards is gone from the Kings, incoming Gaborik. I think that's the way it's going to go. But if he is released, you got to send him a texty Wex to his agent. By signing either Gaborik, Vanek, or Camilleri, you are basically saying to other teams, these are our 3 top lines. This is my hand. Show us what you got. And quite frankly, I don't think there'll be many teams that can match the firepower other than Ovechkin, Backstrom, and an inform. Wow, my hand's really bright. And inform Gaborik, Vanek, or in fact Camilleri as well. I think that could be the most dangerous top line. Actually, there's quite a few that could match it. It'd be one of them. But you're basically just saying to Ovechkin, you can be a -10 player to score a hell of a lot more even strength, and the power play is going to get done anyway, so you don't need to worry about that. Come close. I'm going to let you on a little hockey secret. Alexander Ovechkin doesn't like defending. So why make him defend? Just give him the green light. Make him go. Get the other 9 forwards to worry about the defence. Or, if you are in fact coaching this properly and you don't want to be giving up 2 goals for every 1 goal that Ovechkin and Backstrom should be your team, get Ryan Callahan if he is released and make him play on the right wing or the left wing. I can never remember which position Ovechkin plays, of that line to be the defensive presence there and the gritty player. Ovechkin will hit people, but Backstrom not so much, so get Callahan on there. I think that's probably the smartest way to do it, but I just want to see one team just go, F it, we'll just score more goals than you. The second thing that they can do involves... The second thing that they can do involves the reverse of what I just said. You want to put the puck in their net? Got to stop it from going in your net. And in order to do that, they need to decide if Braden Holtby is in fact the guy they want to hitch their wagon to for the next few years. If he's not, there are 3 very good candidates to go after for free agency, and let Braden Holtby be your 1B or number 2, depending on which ones you get. Ryan Miller. Enough said. Jonas Hiller. There's a lot of Illers. I think the third guy's got an ear as well. Jonas Hiller will not be re-signed by the Ducks. He just won't. Fask and Hiller is gone. They've got their new tandem in Frederik Andersen and John Gibson. Hiller will be a free agent if he is not traded for draft picks before then for rights. If you don't get Miller, you can go after Hiller. It's the motto the Capitals need to live by. The third option in which they can go for is James Reimer. He's a restricted free agent, and I'm pretty sure Toronto aren't going to keep him. Go after James Reimer. Just trade him a 3rd round pick or something. See what they want. If they take it, brilliant. You've got a young goalie that will be on your team for the next 4 years. 1A, 1B, much like he has done in Toronto. Maybe he'll get sick of that and just want to be a number 1 and take off. A little bit more risky than Ryan Miller. Well, everything's a little bit more risky than Ryan Miller. But I think I'd rather have James Reimer over Jonas Hiller. I've got to be honest. So important you get a good goalie, because Barry Trotz has had a good goalie to build from the net out with. You don't want to have to worry about, oh, is my goalie going to stop a shot if I don't get to the blocking it in time. Just worry about your own assignment, and if you f up, the goalie will take care of the rest. What number am I on? Oh, this is really awkward. I've forgotten what number Fortnite I'm at. It's only up to 5. Number 3. The third thing that the Washington Capitals need to do is re-sign Mikhail Grabovski. I'm not explaining it. He's a good player. He should be on the Capitals team. Even if he's the third line centre, he would be one of the best third line centres in the league. Re-sign Mikhail Grabovski. If you don't sign him, Patrick Warren, don't sack it. Please sign Mikhail Grabovski. Actually, if you could sign Paul Stastny first, that'd be even better. Speaking of Paul Stastny, he is at number 4. Well, wow, my number skills are really crapping at the... My finger's shaking. The Capitals need to get some secondary scoring, whether that comes in the form of signing Paul Stastny if he is not signed from the Avalanche, trading for Ryan Kessler, Jussi Jokinen, Lechemsky, or you should sign Danny Heatley because he was relevant the last time that the Capitals were. I feel cheap. I feel really cheap about that. I'm going to get a 2-game ban from the NHL for that cheap shot to the head. Or even Nikolai Kulemin would be a more suitable player to be your third leading scorer on the team, as opposed to Joel Ward. He is not your second scoring option. God damn it, the sun's in my eyes. You need to understand this never happens in England. This is I'm not sure what to do here. Point number 5 is decide what Mike Green is worth, and if that worth is good enough to keep around. Mike Green is a good offensive player. He is not that great of an NHL defenseman based on defense alone. John Carlson and Carl Olsner are a better top 2 than Carlson and Green, and I think there are enough decent free agent defenders, both restricted and unrestricted, coming up that you can fill what Mike Green gives you while using him to fill another need. Mike Green from Ryan Kessler, anyone? Quite possibly worth considering something like that. Or even Mike Green for Paul Stastny. Paul Stastny would fit in nicely for a team that is missing a number 2 centre and has bits, especially defensemen, to trade to the Avalanche. Because as an Avalanche fan, I would like to see Mike Green for Paul Stastny. I think if you're not going to re-sign Paul Stastny, that is an acceptable thing to get back for him. Not the best thing, but an acceptable trade. And I think it would be one of those very, very uncommon in the NHL. A player-for-player swap with both teams benefiting. No draft picks need to be traded. Paul Stastny for Mike Green, straight up, is something that I think would benefit both teams very nicely. So those are my 5 quick fixes for the Capitals to make the playoffs this year. What do you think the Capitals need to do? Have I completely lost my marbles, or am I on to something? Let me know what you guys would do if you've got any more steps, or you'd like to make any adjustments to my steps. Is there a player you think they should go after instead of Paul Stastny or Ryan Kessler? Perhaps Mike Richards if he gets cut. Take a fly on him. Is Ryan Callahan or Thomas Vanek better for that first line? Please do let me know. Comment away. Hopefully there will be another video like this out this time tomorrow on the Florida Panthers. I'm going to go from number 1 all the way through to number 30 in the draft order. Try and get it done before draft day. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you had fun watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope the first video was a good one. Please do let me know what I can do to improve it. Do you like it? Please let me know if you like it. Even more importantly, let me know if you didn't like it, and I will try and change it for the better just for you. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I am going to go out and enjoy my lovely paddling pool and soak up the British sun. What do you mean there's been a hosepipe ban? It's been sunny for 5 minutes! Oh, good God, this is why people should vote more often.